ensure that your gusset plate has sufficient strength against this compressive load. Okay, so before discussing about the gusset plate, let's talk about buckling of column. I know you already know it, and in that case, if you don't know, you can watch it. Okay, so let's say we have a column like this. This is pin support, this is pin support, and we have some external load, that is P. And let's say this unsupported length is L. And also, if we look at the cross section, let's say the thickness of the column section is T and the width is B. So of course the column will buckle about this axis, or this minor axis, right? So let's say the external load is PE. Okay, so we have to check the load carrying capacity. Now how to check the load carrying capacity of this column? Well, if you know the cross section, you know the area, that is B times T, and if you know the critical stress, that is your yield stress, let's say it is FCD. In that case, the load carrying capacity P critical is simply A times FCD. Okay, now to find the FCD, what you need to know? You need to know about the grade of the steel. Let's say we are using 250 grade steel. In that case, to find out the FCD, you have to know the slenderness ratio, or the KL by R ratio. Slenderness ratio. Okay, so let's say you have slenderness ratio of 100. Okay, in that case, corresponding to this 100 and corresponding to this 250, you will have a FCD that is equals with 250 times 0.579. That's it. Okay, so to calculate this KL by R, you need to know this effective length, or KL. In this case, this is pin jointed, so KL is coming as L simply. And what is R? R is your radius of gyration, that is square root of I by A, and in this case I is about this minor axis. Okay, you already know what is A. So what is I? I about this minor axis is coming as 1/12 times B times T cube. Okay, so from all this